What's going on, guys? Ryan B here, and I've got some cool new creature feature animals for you this week. The first animal we're going to be taking a look at is horned lizards. This is not an adult and its babies. These are actually two different species. Right here you have the giant Mexican horned lizard, also known as Phrynosoma oseo. They're much larger. They're one of the largest species of horned lizard. They get these rigid, sharp spikes across their back and on the tops of their head. And these little guys are called roundtail horned lizards, also known as Phrynosoma modestum. All right, now these are all captive bred species. All right, and the beautiful thing about keeping these in captivity is that for years and years it used to be harder to take care of them because naturally in the wild they eat ants. Even this big guy prefers smaller meals. But in captivity you can get them like pinhead-sized crickets, fruit flies, and dust them with what's called Reptiles formical. We're not being endorsed, by the way, by Reptiles, but that could change if you guys ever want to endorse us, just saying. But it is a great product, and it's especially great for these guys because it has that formic acid, which is naturally found in the ants that they eat, which is really important for them. And these guys, as you can see, are pretty quick. All right, it allows them to get away from predators, but also allows them to track and hunt down those ants. Now, both of these animals, believe it or not, are full grown. All right, this right here is a female. This right here is a male giant Mexican horned lizard, and it's super easy to tell even with these little guys. I'll show you here. Check it out. This boy right here, you can see the nards, as we like to call them. And this is a girl, no nards. All right, what it really is just hemipenes. But that being said, super easy to sex them. When they get nervous, okay, they'll puff up like this. All right, make themselves look bigger than what they are. All right, kind of like a toad would. This is how they get the name the horned toad. But also they have another really cool defense mechanism. Horned lizards, when they get really nervous and there's predator nearby, they'll start rolling and flipping out, and they can even shoot blood out of their eyeballs. Really cool Halloween trick. Shoots blood out of their eyes. All right, now again in captivity, because these are captives and we've had them for some time, they don't do that. They don't tend to freak out like that. But if you were to go see them in the wild, try to grab one, which you're not supposed to do most likely, if you were to do it in the wild, you would see them squirt that blood out of their eyes. All right, so again, now available underground, captive bred roundtail horned lizards, captive bred giant Mexican horned lizard, Phrynosoma oseo, Phrynosoma modestum. Not daddy and the babies. Right here and underground reptiles. Booyah. Alright guys, next up we got the Pinkbelly Sideneck. I'll let you take a guess on why they call it a Pinkbelly Sideneck. Check out that. Now when they're younger, they tend to be a lot brighter in color. As they get older, sometimes that pink will fade a little bit, but this has got to be one of the prettiest turtles around. I mean, look at all the pink around the edges, the belly, those really cool bright yellow stripes along the around the eyes and lining around the face there. Even the trim on the top of the carapace area is got that pink hue to it. Just one of the coolest turtles around. Now I know I'm supposed to be the gecko guy, but I got to be honest with you. First time I saw a Pinkbelly Sideneck, it just like propelled me into turtles. In fact, now I think like, I don't care what animal you're into. You might be into like retics, you might be into tarantulas. If you're into any exotic animals, I think every exotic animal keeper needs to have a baby turtle. And in my opinion, there's no cooler turtle than the Pinkbelly Sideneck. Check it out, they've got these really long necks too. And they come out of Australia, New Guinea, and it got almost like a curled neck. In fact, if they get scared and he goes back into a shell, which he's not feeling like doing right now, they actually won't shrink back their head fully into the shell. They bend it sideways and kind of hook it around, okay? They hide their head underneath. Now when they're younger, they'll do fine in some communal tanks together. You just gotta be careful. You don't wanna overload your tanks anytime you deal with any baby turtles. They're not aggressive, typically speaking, like some other species of turtles, meaning they'll try to bite or nip at tails. These guys don't generally do that. They'll feed on like a hatchling turtle pellet or like a Hikari, like a turtle stick. It's really good for them. You want to keep the water at around 2-3 inches with, again, lots of fake plants and foliage. If you want to keep your water pH at a good level, I even recommend using like grape leaves or some dried banana leaves in there. And that's if you're looking for like more of a natural tank and want to keep that pH level at the right place. Now, these guys here will get about 10 inches or so when they're full grown, so make sure you're prepared to house a turtle of that size. But again, if you're looking for a unique turtle with some of the coolest coloring around, you gotta check out these Pinkbelly Sidenecks right here at Underground Reptiles. Booyah coming at you, baby. Alright guys, if you're looking for a really cool frog this week, I've got something killer for you. Check out these guys. These are Vietnamese Mossy frogs. They come out of Vietnam, parts of China, Laos, okay? These guys are all captive bred, and as you can see, they're already about 2 inches or so, so these are well started guys, feeding on like half-grown crickets. Got really, really cool skin. It almost looks like live moss growing across it. You can see here some of the red flecking, and the skin's even got like a bumpy kind of texture to it. The bellies here, I'll lift this guy up for you to take a look at. Such cool patterning on the bellies as well. These guys have become a lot harder to come by in captivity. You don't see them offered very often at all. We've got a really good deal going on them right now, but we've got a limited supply, so I just wanted to show you guys this week for this creature feature. Now, if you're getting one of these guys, you want to make sure that you keep them cool. These guys can't handle temperatures over 80 degrees. It's a nice overcast day out here in Florida, which is why we're outside doing this filming. They prefer to be in the 70s. You could put some like LED lighting or even some low wattage UVB if you just want to light up your tank so you can see them. You want to set up the bottom with like a damp moss and leaf litter we use. We'll show you some photos of like the water tubs that we use. We'll even put in some of that leaf litter and some banana leaves, which help control pH. We also use the tea water, which is really good again for the health of the animals, because what these guys do is in the evening they'll go down into the water and they'll actually, like most amphibians, they'll expel the old water out and suck up new water out of their butts here. All right, which is pretty much how most of these guys drink. High humidity, 70 to 80, even 90% they can handle. Misting these guys down daily is really, really important. And the really cool thing about these frogs is these guys are actually also communal, so you can keep them in small groups together. Just be careful, you don't want to overload their cage. This right here is a Mossy leaf frog, Vietnamese Mossy leaf frog. And guess where it's available? Underground Reptiles.